today's video, I'll be doing a follow-up on the Mobox platform, which is a site where you can earn passive income by purchasing the NFTs. And I'll also be comparing it against a similar NFT-based platform which has come up, which is quite similar, and it also offers ways to earn passive crypto rewards by purchasing their native NFTs. And I will do a comparison between which are the features which are better in Mobox, in which areas is this other platform called Strains better, and what is going to be my take in the coming weeks about how I'm planning to invest in both the platforms. And I will not be covering Mobox in too much of details because I already did a dedicated video covering all the functionalities of this platform. So I'll only cover what has changed since then, which are the new developments, and then I'll talk a bit about Strains, which is a new platform which I came across a couple of days back. And I think it is really interesting and it has a lot of potential to really grow over the coming weeks. And in case you missed my previous video on Mobox, I'll include a link in the comments in the description for this video. And in that video, I had explained how to navigate the site of Mobox, how you can contribute to their liquidity pools to earn the keys which are used to purchase the momos. And also I talked about staking, how you can stake their momos to earn their native token called Mbox, and how they have a reward system of a daily distribution of 200k Mbox, which is divided across all the people who are holding the momos. And I also explained how their marketplace is structured, where you can purchase their momos. So let me quickly cover since then which are the main updates and what is their roadmap for the coming weeks. So when I had done the video about a month back, one key change since then is that their uh, mining rewards, which they award as per the hash power you have, has come down drastically, because a month back it used to be about 30 mbox a day for a hash power of 100. So like my hash power is close to 600. So earlier I used to get uh, somewhere around 180, 150, 180 mbox a day, which was at that time one mbox was worth more than $2. So it was more in the range of 300 to $350 every day. So that was a really high rate of passive income. And one thing I must say is that during the last 1 month, I have already recovered most of the investment I had done into the platform. And some of the rewards I reinvested in this platform for leveling of my NFTs, and some of the rewards I used in other crypto projects which I'm investing in. And I wanted to highlight one point that when I had made my previous video, I received a lot of feedback through YouTube comments, as well as many people contacted me on Telegram as well as Twitter, that they had a bad experience with a previous project which was launched by the same group, which was I think called Chains Arena. So I did not have much background about that, but I decided to be a bit cautious, that because it's true that whenever there is a new project, some people say good things about it, some people say bad things. But and I personally did not have a lot of experience of the previous projects, but I decided to be a bit cautious and I did not invest much more. But I decided to hold my investments, and I must say that at least from what I've seen so far, their progress has been good, and I did not see any red flags or any malpractices or something shady which this project is doing. They're progressing well, they're going on track. The only thing is, as the user base is growing, their reward rate is going down, but that is expected. So basically, where I was getting more than $300 every day as passive income, now as you can see, their reward for 100 hash power is about 6 mbox a day. And now the mbox has also fallen rate because the demand is going down because people are concerned of this falling rate. So currently it is about you can say about $8 per 100 hash, so which works out about less than $50 a day. Not really bad because you're getting it passively without doing anything. But if I compare it to what it was 1 month back, it is definitely reduced a lot. But here, one thing to keep in mind is that the project developers had always said that this was not their main objective. This was just a additional or a supplementary passive income they were providing through their Momo NFTs. And they said the main rewards would be given through the games which are coming. And currently, what they have said that the games are expected to be launched by end of May, so maybe about 2 weeks or so more. But some developments which have happened since then is that they have started a gem system that there is a lottery happening every couple of days where they reward you different kind of gem, and depending on your hash power you can purchase these lotteries. As you can see here, whether your hash power, which bucket you fall more than 100 or 500,000, you can you are eligible to purchase these lotteries, and depending on how many lotteries are sold, there will be a lucky draw and you will be awarded gems. So currently my hash power is more than 500, so but less than 1000. So I am eligible to purchase three of these lotteries. And there is also one normal lottery. So there are two. One is depending on your hash power, and one is that one lottery everyone is allowed to purchase irrespective of his hash power. So every couple of days, I am purchasing these four lotteries, three super lotteries and one normal lotteries. And so far, I have collected gems of each variety. Like as you can see, the red one I got two. For the green and blue one, I've collected three. But this is random probability. Maybe in the future I'll get bit more or the same. And currently they are running the lottery for the last variety of the gem, which is the yellow variety. And hopefully I pick up a couple of this as well, and let's see. And another thing I wanted to mention was that the rates, as you can see, because of the reduction in the rewards mbox which are coming out, the rate of momos have fallen quite a lot since last 1 month. As you can see that now the common, uncommon, unique, the standard momos are coming much cheaper, less than $50. And if I even go to say like uncommon, and if I put the filter for price, I can see that some people are even selling for 30. I think this is really undervalued, but this is expected because now that the daily rewards have come down, and till people see the game, I think there's going to be a lot of selling pressure and the rate of momos is going to stay low. But here, one thing which I found really impressive was that now they have already incorporated a marketplace for the gems which are uh, being received by the people through their lottery. And here, one surprising thing was that to participate in the lottery, each lottery ticket is worth $5. And here, so basically, the gem which you receive for a $5 lottery is already selling for more than 70, 80 mbox for a standard level 1 gem. And if you increase the higher levels, you can see the highest level which is currently available, it has already gone over more than 4000 mbox. So this, I think people are speculating that because this gem would give you higher power and advantage when the game rolls out. So there's already a lot of demand for the gems. So that is the reason why I'm planning not to sell my gems, and I'm planning to hold on to them till the game launches so I can see what are the rewards like. And another strategy which I'm going to use is that currently when I go to the momos I'm holding, I currently have two rare momos. And during the coming weeks, I'm planning to purchase one more rare Momo. So I have three because in the release they made for how the game would be structured, it seems that it would happen in the where you can select three Momos to participate in the game. So that's why I think if you have three rare Momos, if you have Epic, even better, because currently we don't know whether there will be separate games for epic momos and rare momos. But if you are able to, if you already have three or more rare momos, perfect. If not, and if you have that some investments which you're looking to make, I think this would be a good opportunity. One reason for that is that if I go to the Momo market and I look at the current rate of the rare momos, I think this is really undervalued right now because rare momos was selling for $2,000 or more a couple of weeks back, and now because of the falling reward ratios, a lot of people have started selling them really cheap. So I think this is a good level to buy some momos, and I'm the reason I'm still waiting to pick up my third momo is that because I want to get one with a higher level 1 hash rate, which is the base hash rate, so it can go even higher when you upgrade the momo. And currently I think there are already some good deals, like for example, if I look at the current market, there is like you can I can already see that some of them have more than 20 base hash power and they're available for less than $1,000. I think this is a good deal. So I'll wait for a couple of days to see a good offer where I can collect one more rare Momo. But here I'll just remind you that please don't take this as financial advice. And this is something which I'm doing as per what has been my experience so far and what levels I'm comfortable with. So do your own research and consider your own risk appetite before investing any money on this platform because you have to be aware that, just like any other crypto projects which is so new, there is a lot of risk involved and there is no guarantee of future income. So be careful not to overinvest. So this was all for Mobox. I'll probably do another follow-up for Mobox end of this month once their game is launched because I want to see how first of all interesting the game is, whether it keeps the users engaged and it's making the people come back and play, it's entertaining enough. And the second thing is, what is the reward payout like? Does it make sense? Will it be more than what it was before their daily mbox payout fell? Or does it require a lot of dedication of time to get the reward? That will also be a criteria for me. Or for just uh, just playing it for 10 to 15 minutes every day, you can get decent rewards. This is something which I'll be considering. And then probably end of this month, I'll make a decision whether I continue to stay invested in Mobox or it would be better to move to other projects. And that brings me to the next topic of this video, which is this new project called Strains. Earlier, I was really fascinated by Mobox because it had a unique selling point that it was giving passive crypto rewards, which I did not see such a high rate of payout in any other similar project for just holding your NFTs. But a similar project has now available, which I have been following for a couple of days now. It's called Strains. It has some aspects are very similar to Mobox, but there are some differences and there are some areas how it is better. So let me first start with what are the similarities. Just like in the marketplace for Mobox, you can purchase momos. Here also in Strains, they have a marketplace where you can purchase strains. So these are basically plants which would be giving a daily payout in their native token called strains, which you can sell. You can exchange it for BNB or BUSD, and or you can invest to buy more strains. And just like Mobox has gems, they have accessories which you can apply the gems to the momos. Here you have accessories like earrings, sunglasses, joint, which you can apply to your plant, which will increase its growth rate of how many native tokens it will give you daily. So if you go to when you purchase any of these strains through the marketplace, they will appear in your wallet and you will be able to see them. So before I show you what is my current strategy which I'm using, let me just show you how you can navigate the market because this will keep getting updated as new plants are added. So what I did was I filtered by price and which are the lowest price plants which are currently available. And you can see that there are some available for 750, 800, And after you go through the initial set, then it starts getting more expensive, 1,000, 2,000. So this is what I've been noticing for the couple of weeks. Some people would sell some plants cheaply, but especially the ones which are available for less than 800 would sell out quite quickly. And I purchased it a couple of days back, and I've that time there were a few plants which were available for 600 and less than 600, about 550, 560. So I purchased those two plants, which are now available in my wallet. So here you can see that these you can see these are the basic ones which have a growth rate of about 24 strains per day, and depending on the how much you are investing, you can even purchase a plant which has a higher daily payout rate. But as I was just starting with this project, I did not want to invest too much into it. But looking at all the features they have, uh, I don't think they would be reducing the payout, because in Mobox they were dividing a fixed set of tokens for all the platform users. But here the difference is that your NFT will have a fixed payout rate. It does not matter how many users are there or how many new plants are there. Each NFT of this plant would have a fixed rate. So you can be assured of a fixed payout rate. So this is something I like. And here there is a option called Harvest and Water. Every time you click it, it will collect all the strains which have been generated by a plant, and it will also water the plants. This would include one BNB transaction. I don't think it's too expensive. It'll be a couple of cents, but depending on how expensive and how crowded BNB network is that day, it would probably fluctuate a bit. And in the site, they have recommended that you should keep watering your plants once at least couple of days, because if you don't water them for a long period, say 3 days or more, then their growth rate will start reducing, and that will impact your income which you're getting. And one thing I would mention, when if you are looking at which would be a good plant to buy, you should also look at the breeding cost. Every plant would have a different breeding cost. The most common ones are 960 or more than 1,000. Like here, you can see one with 1,280 or 960. I had also seen some which had much lesser breeding cost. Some like this one has 640, and I think the lowest is I had seen one which had 300 something, but that was very expensive. But this is also important because there is a functionality called breed. In breed, this is something which is very useful. If you have two or more plants, you can use the breed option to combine these two plants to create a new plant. So when you use this breeding, you will have three. So the existing two you have, which will remain, and you'll generate a new plant, and which would have a growth rate which would be related to the average of the two plants which you have. And they also have farms available where you can add to the liquidity pools of strains to BNB, and they have additional native token called seeds, and you can add to this pool as well. So what I'm doing is whatever rewards I'm getting every day, I'm adding this to the liquidity pool to generate more seeds. The reason I'm trying to accumulate some seeds is that I saw in the plant description that there is an option called buy fertilizer. And here, what the fertilizer does is when you purchase this fertilizer, which costs in seeds, the other native token, your growth rate of the plant gets boosted. Like as you can see, if my base growth rate is 24, it will get boosted to 176, which is quite high. So this is my plan that over the coming weeks, I'll probably collect some seeds and try to boost this. And another functionality which they have is if you boost the growth rate, and with this boosted rate you breed to produce new plants, the new plant which will be produced will have the higher boosted growth rate. And also, one good thing about strains is that they have a controlled token supply. As you can see the clear information, what is the token price for strains as well as seeds, and currently what's the price, how much supply is there. And here one important announcement which they made on their blog, which I think is important, is that they have announced that they'll be releasing a new version of their platform called Strains version 3, and there'll be some cosmetic changes, like to the appearance, more features, more add-ons to the NFTs you can customize. But I think the most important update is that they have decided to start a halvening process on the tokens, something similar to with the Bitcoin halving, which happens every 4 years. They have also decided that they want to keep a maximum cap on how many strains tokens will be there. They want to keep it uh, this limit at 50 millions, and for this, they will start reducing the payout rate for all the plants. And they have decided that the first halvening is going to happen very soon on 20th of May, so which is just less than 4 days from now. And what that would mean is for all the plants, for example, the plants which I have, which are giving out 24 tokens or 24 strains tokens every day, this will get reduced to 12. Similarly, for the plants which have higher one, that will also reduce by a portion of half. And as their token supply is fixed, I am expecting to see there might be a surge in demand as we get close to the price halvening. So I think I'm planning to buy one more plant or at least collect some more tokens to breed one so that before this halvening happens, I at least have three plants there. And I'm expecting that after that, there might be a pump in the price. And so whatever maybe your reward will reduce, but I think this would be compensated because I think once this halvening happens and they have set a limit on how many strains token will be available ever. So I think this price will keep increasing. So this is another big advantage that I think strains has over Mobox. So these are the features which I'll be looking forward to. So in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably decide based on how interesting the new game which Mobox is launching and what kind of price impact is there after this new regulations come into play for strains, depending on the halvening and this new limit on their tokens, how much appreciation is the price. And then I'll probably decide whether I stay invested on both of them or I move from some of my funds from Mobox to strains or from strains back to Mobox. That is something I'll decide. In case you have anything you would like to uh, understand more details, any other NFT based, or if you are aware of any similar project to Strains and Mobox, then do let me know in the comments. Thank you.